Chris. You're good.
All right, and we're coming back from the break. I guess we're good now. All right, we're coming back from the break as we get into the new intros here. Ro, you still with us? Okay, you know what? I didn't want to cut you off before the break. I did want to say thanks for, we're going to move on to some other topics, but I really wanted to thank you for sharing your experiences with us. We look forward to talking to you again, and also to give you a chance. Did you want to plug something? I know Arvin's eyes lit up when I said that too, but
that's my kind of woman right there. No. You know what? Let's make it right. I want to hear what this is all about. Again. You know what? My kind of woman.
Gentlemen.
All right.
Okay. We'll look forward to talking to you again, and we'll hopefully, Arvin will make sure that it's on the site.
All right. Thanks for calling, Ro.
You guys take care. All right, we're going to move on to some other topics right now. Again, you can always reach us if you have any other comments or anything you'd like us to pick up on next week about 9/11. Please, it's Arvin at the3guysrant.com, or feel free to go to the 3guysrant.com site, and you can send a message there. Mike, what did you want to get into?
Well, before we get into a little bit more of the crazy stuff we normally do, I want to talk about how 9/11 will be remembered, because I was looking at the news and all the stuff that's going on around, and they're gonna have a big ceremony over there, obviously on 9/11, and you're gonna have all the politicians there with their photo ops. Giuliani is scheduled to be there.
Election year, that's why.
George W. is supposed to be there. All these people, but at the same time, first responders are not invited, so those guys are not gonna be able to come down. If you had a family member that died there, you were invited. So first responders were not invited, while these politicians are going to go there and have their photo ops. And secondly, the communications bill is still sitting in Congress, hasn't been passed, so the first responders in New York, if anything happened like that again, they can't talk to each other like on that day. So while these politicians are taking their pictures and putting their fake flowers or whatever they do, you people out there remember that it's all a bunch of crap. It's nothing but a photo op for them. And the guys who needed the help and were there when this happened are not getting the help that they deserve. And I think
and to touch base on that, I think we as citizens voted these people in there, so we need to definitely hold them accountable.
Right.
What are they doing? Are they going down there for a cause, or are they just going to just set a photo op? And of course, it's election year time, so
right.
They're trying to get their mug out of everywhere. But we as citizens should definitely complain and reach out to them, saying, hey, do you really need to go? You're a senator from Alaska. Do you really need to be at this New York event? If it's I understand local politicians, local opportunity. Who needs somebody from Texas or California or Montana to go to a place like that? It's just monotonous.
Like, instead of coming to lay a wreath or whatever, why don't you come with a signed bill, a communication bill, and put that there?
Exactly.
Here, we fixed the problem.
Exactly.
And that's the best way to remember these guys.
Totally agree.
So.
Hey, reach out to your congressman. For those of you that get a chance, watch every channel is going to be showing the same show. It's 3 hours on Sunday. You can DVR it from 5 to 8 in the morning, and when you get up, watch it with your coffee. And then feel free to send the nasty emails and letters and asking them why they're there for the photo op and not doing anything. But yeah,
find out who's there.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. You'll find out who's there. But I agree, the first responders, and I know. I've got family on the West Coast that are police and fire, and you've got all the comments that go back and forth. But at the end of the day, every one of them says the same thing. They didn't want to have to go through it. We don't wish it on anyone. So, the first responders that were out there that day, they definitely need to be remembered.
But I think of it this way. Look at the camaraderie. Sheriffs, LAPD, firefighters, first responders. The camaraderie that they built, throughout, and even after and before this event. Do they really want to go ahead and relive something like that? I understand the memories and paying honor to the fallen heroes and all. But I think, they're the ones that deserve most of the credit, and for them not being there, I think it's a shame.
And the other part is that it looks like, at least as of today, they're going to turn this museum into a money-making thing. There's going to be a museum right there on the grounds, and they're already talking about how to go into this 9/11 museum is going to be like $20 a head. So How are you gonna let somebody build something there and then they're gonna make money out of it? I mean, I don't get it, man. But you know, that's I guess that's the United States. That's capitalism.
At its finest. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to something that Hector's been dying to talk about. Hector, I know you're itching at it. Dancing with the Stars comes back on the 19th.
Oh yeah.
And you are currently, I know you've already started dialing for Chaz Bono. Talk to us. What's wrong?
Well, I mean, the controversy that's going on. You know, those that are not familiar with Chaz Bono, you know, undertook this surgery, converted himself from all woman to man. Nothing against that. That's fine. That's no
my
brother.
understanding is that he hasn't had the complete surgery.
Exactly. That's what I heard.
It's not full woman to full man.
No, but I mean, I think he's more man than woman. Other than the fact that there might be some missing, you know
what that
lubes
does?
and
That
all
means he
that
can
stuff.
date himself on a Friday night.
Exactly.
So that sounds good.
He'll never be alone. That's the beauty. He'll never be alone.
Right, just
I'm
we're
gonna
quick for
email
advice.
to our site an after picture of Chaz, so we can, people are not familiar.
He needs a dancing partner, right? That's what it is. So the question that's come out, is it right for Chaz Bono to go on Dancing with the Stars, given the fact that, you know, this is a person with a lot of controversy? For some, they're opposed to the fact that he's out there and, you know, dancing, parading. I mean, yesterday I saw some clips on TV, on Entertainment Tonight, on TMZ. You know, the man's getting jiggy with it. You know, he's got his own method of rhythm. I think he's very excited to be on that show and to really put out a message of positive, whether it's transgender, whether it's operations or whatever it is, that right terminology. I don't want to get in trouble. But I think the fact that, you know, now we got a controversy where you're getting some viewers and possibly some sponsors saying, well, if this individual comes on board, then, you know, we're not going to watch it. I don't know to the extent that sponsors may pull out. I haven't heard anything, you know, towards that. But the mere fact that now you're getting people writing in, requesting that, you know, it's not right for this person to go in there. He's going to confuse children. He's going to confuse people. They don't know whether he's a guy or a girl. And then, of course, the jokes. Is he going to wear a dress? Is he going to wear, you know, a suit or whatever? So I think it's ridiculous that in today's society we're still having to deal with you know, those types of issues. If the man is happy or if she is happy, by all means, give him the opportunity to go out there, dance his little tippy toes off, and move on. I think there's other priorities out there that need to be addressed.
But see, to your point, one of the things that rings home with me is, I know times are different, but, you know, I remember growing up, and things obviously weren't this controversial back then, but it was simple. If my mom didn't want us to watch something on TV, you got smacked in the back of the head and she turned it off. So what cracks me up, or what drives me crazy, is when I hear about all these groups that want to boycott and burn the studio down and insult him, her, you know, whatever. Chaz is a man now. And, you know, I'm like, okay, so then don't watch. That is your option. There are 500 channels on satellite. You know,
there's the radio, there's the internet, there's a bunch of different things that can
I'll
keep
say
you
500
entertained.
channels, yeah. Premium.
Well, no, but I was going to say, I mean, I know I'm exaggerating it, but one of the things that's funny is my nephew, who was with us right before I went back to school, came to stay for 10 days. My TV in the right-hand corner of my plasma is burned. 2 words, Cartoon Network. Okay? You know, it was 27 hours a day. It was SpongeBob and whatever other lunacy is on the channel.
Okay, so you don't have to blame it on the kid. I come over and you're sitting there watching SpongeBob.
Be that as it may, okay, me and Patrick and SpongeBob, if we don't want to watch Chaz Bono, change the channel
You have that right.
or turn it off and give him a book. I mean, I realize that's a novel concept, give him a book, but
I
come
don't
on.
understand why. The problem is the media creates these controversies, man, because they pay attention to these crazies, man. Because,
Right.
you know, if somebody was to call over here right now, you know, and tell me, you know, that, you know, we couldn't have Chaz Bono or whatever here, you know, I would have to use that
welcome
freaking button a lot, man.
I would
I would tell
welcome
them where to go with their comment. Because, you know what, every time somebody makes a hoopla about something, oh, now the network's got to consider it, the sponsors got to consider it, man, screw them all, man. They can turn the damn TV off if they don't like the content, and that's it, move on, man.
Well, you know,
And what's wrong with 2 women dancing on the screen? That's what I don't get.
I'd rather see 2 women dancing in
They'll
real
watch
life.
Jersey Shore, they'll watch freaking Big Brother, all this other crap. But this is controversy.
Right.
Well, you know what? I think there's 2 things that I think are a plus. I think if he's going to be let on the show, They should give the option of who wants to dance with them. If somebody wants to dance with them, why not?
Number two, already got a partner. It's been,
Right.
It's been
assigned,
decided,
already
right.
practiced
So
and
she's ready to go. So
Right.
that's good. Number two,
and she actually came out in favor of that.
Right.
if this guy
Who's his partner?
has
Is Ellen DeGeneres, no?
Helen DeGeneres.
Well, you're about to get a phone call.
That's wrong show, wrong
Wrong
show,
show,
wrong
right.
show.
No, but what I was gonna say is if this guy has
That's what Armin
personality, no man, I didn't tell you anything like that. Anyways, what I was saying is if this guy has personality and he's got a following, the only thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna be a plus. It's gonna be good for anybody that's considering, you know, going through the surgery or whatnot. I think it's gonna open up more of an acceptance for the general
Well,
public.
it's going to open up more of a controversy first before an acceptance, because even in today's society we still have problems. But I think you're right. I think it's actually going to make a wake-up call. And if he's got that opportunity, he's out there and he said it. I'm out there to educate. I'm not there out, to create hostility. And if you have your opinion, you have your right to your opinion. But give me the opportunity to educate and put out my opinion, and then take it from there.
Seems like there's hope for you. You might be able to come out of the closet soon.
No, man. That's what I want to see.
Huh.
Anyways, this Chaz Bono. So,
Well, that's that about Chazzy.
all right. So, and as the show goes on, Hector will update us, because I'm sure he's got a DVR set up already.
Oh,
I was gonna
yes.
say I don't think
Mhm.
Chaz Bono is the only guy that's excited to see this guy on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, okay, fine. So we're talking about Dancing with the Stars, and I was saying earlier that one of the things, and the next break's going to be coming up here in a second, but, you know, the debates were on today, the Republican debates, and what's funny is Mike was with me. We were at a dinner party Saturday evening. I say dinner party loosely because it was my house and barbecue, but the dinner party, we had a guest over visiting from Hawaii, and the one thing he said, because he's a Democrat, that troubled him about the Republican candidates, every one of them had the best head of hair he'd ever seen.
Thanks to Aquanet. they keep Aquanet in business, baby.
But I was dying listening to his definition saying, I'm losing mine, and damn it if they don't have some good looking hair. He says, what's going on with these candidates? It was troubling him. It was bothering him on many levels.
So the big objection was the fact that they had great hair, but nothing had to do with the topics.
No,
that
he
we
didn't care about their
discussed.
politics.
Just the fact that they had great hair,
They
he didn't.
Well, he goes, they had a great head of hair, and he was bothered that they looked so good up there that was going to help with the
Priorities.
nomination.
That's why I say priorities, man.
Hey, we're going to our third and final break of the hour. This is the Three Guys Rant on AdrenalineRadio.com. We're still on. If you want to call us, Arvin, you can reach us at
800-405-6425.
And we'll be right back after the break.
Got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Oh, did you guys see what happened with that Kelly Thomas in Fullerton? The guy that got killed by the Fullerton PD? They were going to announce something today, didn't they?
Well, they're getting sued.
Well, the fact I saw yesterday on KTLA how the injuries that were inflicted on him.
Right.
It's just worse than getting
He got
dog or something.
And there was one picture.
He
There
got
was one picture that he's like almost unrecognizable. They did a number in this fucking kid, dude.
But the thing that irritates me is that these cops are on leave with paid. So it's,
Well, the
until
chief,
the further investigation comes into play, the chief takes off too.
but he goes on a medical leave.
On a medical
which means
leave.
they can't fire him.
Exactly.
So he's stupid, man. It's crazy.
Well, now we're just fine, but
Well, as long as we're at the Collins, it's one of those things that will carry itself. You know, if we had 8 lines all lit up, it'd be, you know, jumping through it a lot quicker too. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, I agree with you. That's the only reason I told you I was willing to take on the second one. If we can start getting more of the interaction.
So what are you saying? You don't like the calls?
Sorry?
So you don't like the calls?
No, I did. But that's the other reason too that I told you that this was so important. So we're not just reaching for the stars.
So you mean like after Chaz Bono? We're just looking